fellow Americans.
Because you know he's all about his bass, about his bass. No feelings, he's all about his bass and his own self-dealings. He's all about his bass, appealing to only just his bass, just his bass. But Donald Trump says whatever the hell his base wants him to. Why? Because you know he's all about his base, and it's unproductive. He's all about his base, and it's real destructive. He's all about his base, and it's reductive. He's all about his base, about his base. He's bringing stupid back. He's an unmanageable maniac. He'll believe whatever comes out of that shithole on his face.
If you want to make it about money, you're making a mistake, because you're going to lose. At this moment in time, when people are working together and people are sharing and people are sending ventilators across the nation to be helpful, and 60,000 people are volunteering to help New York State, and they're showing love and they're showing unity and they're showing mutuality and community. That is such a beautiful moment, right? And it tends to happen after a crisis. We saw it after 9/11. People just come together. We're Americans first. We're not Democrats. We're not Republicans. We're not East Coast. We're not West Coast. We're not Northern. We're not Southern. We're just Americans. That is such a beautiful, special moment. What? You want to talk about money now? This is not about money. But if you want to make it about money, you're making a mistake, because you're going to lose on a tally sheet.
Been here like 30 years now. Yep, 30 years. Long time. I closed probably around about the second week in March, maybe. But I just still feel that I haven't seen no really decline in the coronavirus, and I just don't want to take a chance.
But still, you're losing money.
Well, I'd rather lose money than to lose my life.
The governor, Brian Kemp, he decided to open things up. Don't you trust him?
I mean, Brian Kemp said we can open, but all at the same time, Brian Kemp not my daddy. So, you know, I'm not listening to what he's saying. I'm looking at myself. I see people around here, some people that I personally know have passed away.
I'm looking out the window and I'm seeing this earth that is equally as stunning and beautiful in every way as it was before that. And then to be watching the news, to be talking to our loved ones at home and seeing this whole situation unfold. And it was very strange to think we are only 3 humans right now of the 7.5 billion humans on earth. We are only 3 of us that are not affected by this right now.
Bum chum bum chum bum. Bum chum bum chum bum. Bum chum bum chum bum.
Look at me, I'm the symbol of your liberty. Thanks for electing me. Here's a quote.
#1,201 of the Trump administration, 183 days, just 6 months until the presidential elections. 35 states now have begun lifting restrictions. The president eagerly encouraging governors to get their economies going. The projections forecast about 200,000 new cases each day by the end of the month, up from about 25,000 cases a day currently, end quote. They're now predicting that 135,000 Americans will have died of the coronavirus by early August. That is nearly double their previous estimate of about 72,000 fatalities. Late today, during an interview with the New York Post, the president was asked about the projections and said, quote, "I know nothing about it. I don't know anything about it. Nobody told me that. I think it's false. I think it's fake news." The White House is continuing to focus on China's role in the early days of the pandemic.
Have you seen anything at this point that gives you a high degree of confidence that the Wuhan Institute of Virology was the origin of this virus?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, we
Yes,
have
I
people looking at it very, very strongly.
Gives you a-
Scientific people, intelligence people, and others.
And what gives
And
you
we're going
a-
to put it all together. I think we're going to have a very good answer eventually.
And what gives you
And
a
China
high,
might even tell us. China may tell us.
and what gives you a high degree of confidence that this originated from the Wuhan Institute of Virology?
I can't tell you that. I'm not allowed to tell you that.
Mr. President?
Whether it started off as a mistake and then they made another one, or did somebody do something on purpose? That's a hard question for them to answer.
This is a president who is in an election year. Look at the facts. He's not built the wall along the border with Mexico yet. He's not managed to bring all of the US troops home from abroad. He was presiding over a strong economy, but the economy set to shrink 40% next year. The election was held tomorrow. He would lose against Joe Biden. He really needs to put China and the World Health Organization in the spotlight as being responsible. His intelligence, Donald Trump, he will not let this one go.
The worst attack we've ever had on our country. This is really the worst attack we've ever had. This is worse than Pearl Harbor. This is worse than the World Trade Center. There's never been an attack like this. And it should have never happened. Could have been stopped at the source. Could have been stopped in China. It should have been stopped right at the source. And it wasn't. Okay.
Campaign aides say his re-election pitch will focus on the messages that China is to blame and that the president is the only candidate who can rebuild the U.S. economy and hold Beijing accountable.
China would like to see sleepy Joe Biden. They would take this country for a ride like you've never seen before.